Hey, this is Matt Young from King Parrot, and you're listening to Collision Radio on Voice FM. Hey, Kat, how's it going?
I'm going really, really good, but not as busy as you guys are at the moment.
No, we're pretty flat out. We're just, running around the countryside, playing a few shows.
Yeah, actually, forgot to check. Where are you tonight? You're in
We're in Maroochydore.
Maroochydore. When we arranged to talk, I had a look, and it's been like 2 years since we had a chat.
Really?
Yeah.
Surely not.
Yeah, well, it's 2 years ago since I last put it on YouTube, at least, anyway.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, well, we've got lots of catch up on then.
We have definitely, but I mean, I guess we've both been so busy, but me nowhere near as busy travelling the world and that as you have been. So tell us quickly what you've done in the last 2 years, like overseas, who you've toured with.
Oh, shoot. Well, we've toured, in the last couple of years, we've toured with Soulfly in Europe, and we've toured with Voivod in the US and Canada. And we've toured with Obituary and Exodus in Europe as well. We did a new album called Ugly Produce, which has been out since September last year, and we're touring off the back of that at the moment, doing our Regional Rampage headlining tour with our friends Childbite from the US. Last year we did a big sort of like a around the world trip, and we did a US tour with Superjoint and Devil Driver. And we also went to the UK and did our first little headlining tour in the UK. And we also did a short little tour of Japan as well, just a few shows, 3 or 4 shows, I think, over in Japan. That was our first time over there. And yeah, we did a headlining Australian tour, just like 5 shows around Australia, which was really cool. And then now we're sort of doing a more extensive kind of run, I guess, and playing all the regional areas, which has been an absolute blast. So we've been doing that for the last sort of week and a half or whatever. And it's just been great, having an absolute ball.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check my old interviews in my hard disk and see. Mm-hmm. I reckon we would have had a chat for the album release last year.
We probably did.
If I find it, I'll put it up on YouTube now anyway.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, this is actually like the biggest regional or the biggest Australian tour you've ever done, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess in terms of like amount of shows, yeah, it's definitely the biggest sort of tour that we've done. Yeah, me and my and our booking agent have been like sort of planning this for a year or two, and just trying to I guess we kind of wanted to try and do a tour in Australia sort of in a similar kind of way as what we tour in the US, where we just sort of play most days of the week. And obviously the landscape's a little bit different in Australia. There's not as many places to play, but we're trying to play every night. But we have been having like Mondays and Tuesdays off. But we've had to sort of tackle Easter, and we've got the Anzac Day holiday coming up later in the month. But we're only having one day off that week, and so we're going to far north Queensland as well. We're heading up to like Townsville and Cairns and stuff, and it takes a couple of days to get back from Cairns, so we had to take a couple of days off there, sort of forcefully anyway. So it's pretty extensive tour, but it's a good exercise for us just to get out there and I guess sort of say thanks to all the people that support us in the regional areas and stuff, because playing the sort of music we play, it's a sort of niche thing, but the people in the regional areas have been super supportive of us, and our album got on was number 21 on the ARIA charts when it first came out, and I think for a band that sort of played the sort of music that we play, it's kind of unheard of, really. And yeah, we think we sort of owe it to the fans and the people that support us to get out there and say thank you and put on a really good live show as well. And and obviously having our friends Childbite, who we've toured with in the US heaps, with us is an added bonus and something completely sort of different to what King Parrot does, but totally unique and an amazing band and great friends of ours. So it's been such a great experience this last week and a half, being out on the road with them.
Yeah, awesome. And there's like about 5 or 6 things you mentioned there that I want to talk about now.
Okay, sorry.
And now, see, I've just forgotten them all. Well, it is actually a fully East Coast-based tour, but you're definitely covering New South Wales, Queensland and Victoria during that time. But how are things going, like you said, with Childbite?
Yeah, great.
Is this their first Australian tour?
Yeah, it's their first time out here, so yeah, they're great. They're also on Housecore Records in North America with us, which is Phil Anselmo with Pantera and Down and
Right.
Superjoint fame. That's his record label, so we're label mates with them, and we've done a lot of tours with them over in North America. So they've always kind of been hankering, going, "Oh, come on, bring us to Australia!" And this was a great opportunity, I thought, for them to come out and actually spend a month here, as opposed to just doing like what most international bands do, which is maybe like between 5 and 10 shows. But on this tour, we're doing like 24, so it's going to be, and they're going to get into play in all these kind of strange places, which is really cool as well, So it's exciting for everyone, and it's great for us to be able to take them to all these places and just go, "Yep, this is Australia."
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And, well, I was going to say, actually, anyone who's ever seen you play live has no doubt that you guys put on a really good live show and put everything into it.
Yeah.
You guys are so close. I've never seen this before, but you've both got on your Facebook pages, you've got the same profile picture.
Yeah, right.
And it's a picture of both bands.
Yeah, exactly. It's cool. It's conjoined effort, and it's nice to have that camaraderie and that same sort of vision, with other musicians that love touring and love playing live. So yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, and well, as you mentioned, your label and that, and Phil Anselmo and stuff like that. Do you pinch yourself a lot?
Well, yeah, I guess it's been a few years now, so we're kind of past the pinching ourselves stage. We just sort of do it, This is what we love doing, and this is what we set out to sort of do once we kind of realised that we were able to kind of tour and get around and play music a lot. And I guess, we just sort of try and approach it a bit more like work these days and hope that, the people come and support it, and they have been, which is amazing. And we're really grateful that we get the opportunity to just do this in the first place, let alone like have a solid fan base and people that go out of their way to come and see us play live all the time. It's really it's incredible. But I guess we're probably past the pinching ourselves stage now, but we're incredibly grateful that we get the opportunity to do it. And we think that the people that come out to see us, that's a testament to the hard work that we put into the band.
Yeah. I was going to say, actually, over the 6 years I've been talking to you, you really, you've never changed your attitude and the way you present yourself in interviews and everything, because you've always, this is what you expected because you were focused on, building the band and becoming a working band.
Yeah, exactly, and that's sort of always been a goal of mine since I was younger, so it's never really bolted, but I guess one of the hardest things as a musician is actually finding the right people and finding the right band to, do this sort of stuff with, and I mean, I'd probably never would have expected to play in a band like King Parrot and do the stuff that we've done to the extent we've done it. But at the same time, when the opportunities come, you just got to sort of run with it, and you can't just sort of start a band one day and, go, "Oh, well, we're going to do this and we're going to be a massive touring, successful band," or whatever. It just doesn't work like that, There's so many things that have got to go in your favour. And, I think we're just sort of lucky that we get to do it on this level, whatever level that is. But we can do it, we can afford to do it, and we have people that support us and get really right behind the band. So for us, it's it's incredible, really. It was definitely not on the cards when we started the band, but as the things have progressed, we've sort of kept setting new goals and try to achieve new things, and I guess for us it's been working.
Yeah. And you started this Regional Rampage tour with the Download Festival. How did that go for you?
Oh, yeah, that was great. Yeah, that was a really well-run festival, and I thought, the way that it was put together and it was really well thought out, and the lineup had something for everyone, and there was all, lots of different stuff on there, but there was enough big acts to make sure that the numbers came through the gates, and, and there was enough Australian local bands for people to sort of go, "Hey, yeah, we're going to get behind this and support it." And we were really lucky to play at like 7 o'clock, and I think we clashed with Limp Bizkit and maybe a little bit of Suicidal Tendencies, but for the most part, we had an absolutely massive crowd, and they really came out to support the hometown band at 7 o'clock, and we were just absolutely blown away by how many people we got to play in front of. And it's sort of, yeah, it's one of those moments where you kind of, you can sort of measure all the hard work that you put in over the years.
Yeah, definitely. Because you did play Soundwave, but you were on like in the morning at Soundwave, weren't you?
Well, we were the first band on at lunchtime.
Oh, at
And
lunchtime.
on the tour, but we've also played it the year before as well, and we were on about a little bit later on in that time. So yeah, but whenever you get an opportunity to do something like that, and it's not like we're a mainstream band or even an accessible kind of band like some of the bands that are playing at Download. We're an extreme metal band, very extreme metal band, and we're never really going to change our style or whatever. So we feel that when we get the opportunity to sort of play in front of those sort of audiences, it's like you have to be extremely lucky to be able to get the opportunity to do that, like on those bigger stages. It's ridiculous. So we never take anything for granted. It's a great opportunity, and we'll always take them and be very humble with it as well.
Yeah. Well, like I did notice, like Child Bite, their music isn't as heavy as yours is, or the vocals and that aren't as extreme as King Parrot. But then, like in your musical mentality, seems to be, I guess, similarities in a way. The fact that you both write about really serious subjects, and like shit on the liver and stuff. But you also both
really
like
serious.
you both like Vermin. You've got Like a Rat, and they've got their what is it? The Vermin Mentality track. So yeah, you guys you both like to have fun in your music. So you've definitely got that in common.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. No, that's. I think that's why we love having Child Bite out here with us. They're a really great, unique, different band. Lots of different sort of punk and hardcore influences in there, and it's for us. It's like it's great to have a band that's contrasting. I don't think people. I don't know. As a punter, for me anyway, it's like I like to see different stuff when we play. Different stuff when I go to a gig. No, I don't want to see the same genre of band one after the other. That sometimes happens a lot. But I think one thing that King Parrot's always tried to do with our touring and shows and stuff is try and put different kinds of bands on that are not only good but create sort of an interesting lineup as well.
Yeah. And well, as you said, you're in Maroochydore tonight in Queensland, and then tomorrow night you're at the Back Room in Brisbane. And the night after you're in Byron Bay. And then, the 11th of April you're in Maryborough, the 12th in Bundaberg, and the 14th in Townsville, the 15th in Cairns, and the 19th in Toowoomba. So you're in Queensland for quite a while now. Then you're at Port Macquarie before the 21st and 22nd. I guess you're headlining that festival in Sydney?
Yeah, we are, yep.
And the 22nd is an all-ages show too.
It is, yeah. It's we've done a few all-ages in Sydney and they've always been pretty good.
And now you have your recently announced Victorian shows at the end, the 24th at Bendigo, the 25th right here in Ballarat, the 26th in Geelong, the 27th you're at the Evelyn in Melbourne, and then the 28th you're out in Frankston.
Yep.
So definitely busy. What's on the cards for King Parrot after this tour?
We're going to the States about a week after this tour finishes, and we're going to tour with Phil Anselmo and the Illegals, which is, they've got a new album out and they're going to be touring that. I guess we'll be touring our new album as well over there. I think it's a predominantly East Coast US tour, which is going to be cool. I think the date's going to be announced next week sometime. So, it's exciting, and we're looking forward to heading back over there. And after that, I'm not too sure just yet. But, there may be a more sort of capital kind of city Aussie tour later in the year perhaps, but I'm not too sure just yet. But, we'll just sort of see what unfolds after that. But, we're looking to kind of stay busy and keep working, and that's what we do.
So over the last 7 years, what's the longest amount of time you've had off of touring, or over the last 3 or 4 years particularly?
Oh, maybe like a couple of months.
Oh, you have had a couple of months off.
Yeah. We had a couple of months. Yeah, we had a couple of months off earlier this year. We sort of, before this tour kicked off, we had a couple of months off and just enjoyed some summertime at home and stuff. I think we've been going nuts the last 5 or 6 years with all the touring. I think, it's great fun, but I think now we're kind of just sort of looking to be a little bit more selective, perhaps, in terms of what we're doing and how we're doing it, and just sort of trying to choose quality over quantity, perhaps. Where previously we were just like, yeah, let's tour, which is great, but I think we're just trying to sort of do it a bit more strategically now and slow down a little bit and just get the right ones and do the good stuff. And we're not in, I think we as a band we've kind of matured a little bit and just trying to sort of not. We don't feel like but people know about King Parrot now, and people have heard of us, and not to say that we haven't got a shitload more work and improvement to do, but I feel like we're an established kind of band, and we don't have to just chase everything all the time anymore. It's more like we can just sort of take a bit of a different approach to it, and just sort of
find a good balance so that you can continue to be a working band.
Yeah, exactly. So I've always got lots of different ideas with regards to touring and all that sort of stuff going through my head. So different ways and better ways, and sustainable ways and things like that. Just always working on it. That's the most important thing. We're always trying to do something, always trying to move forward, work towards whatever it is we're doing, and there's always some sort of project on the go. So it's it's been really fun band to be able to be a part of.
Yeah.
You never know what the future holds, and you never know what opportunities are going to come up. So you just kind of got to play it by ear a little bit. But at the same time, we're very we're a proactive band. So we'll always be doing something.
Well, I'm sure I've said it before, and I will say it again. It doesn't matter what genre of music you play in Australia. King Parrot are a band to look towards as far as work ethic and how to get from A to B.
I hope so.
Yeah, well, in saying that, you yourself have actually done some coaching courses in the past.
Yeah, I have, yeah. I like to be able to give back a little bit, and if I can help out people or whatever, I think it's important to do that and keep sort of building the scene and, being able to help other people that have aspirations to do the same thing,
And in the interests of helping people, you have been touring so long, and some of us have seen only a taste of what you've seen of, ambulances at shows and shows being shut down. So have you actually developed any safety tips for punters coming to King Parrot shows?
No. There's no safety tips. I mean, what are you supposed to do? It's like people are going to come to the shows and get drunk or whatever they do, and I mean, if they want to go berserk and go crazy, that's their outlet to do that. And you can never control or stop what the audience is going to do, or if an individual person wants to go super crazy, sometimes that's just what happens. And
maybe I'll ask the people of Ballarat to make sure they have their health checks before they come to the show this time, so that we can all see the full show.
Oh, don't do that. No one will turn up.
Nah, there's a lot of healthy people who get to your shows.
It's wow,
athletic people and acrobats and all sorts of things.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely the liveliest show going around, and which is why you're doing so well despite the the media atmosphere in this country. You just work without that. You just do your thing, and like you say, you keep building up, and you've got a great reputation not only here but overseas as well. So
thank you very much, Kat. It's nice of you to say so.
Well, it's the truth. So is there something you want to say to your fans about the Regional Rampage tour?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going really well, and we appreciate everyone's support that have come out to see us so far. And there's still I think 16 shows or 15 shows left. So you can get tickets at kingparrot.oztix.com.au, or you can just check out kingparrot.net and get the link there. And get along to the shows and support Aussie music. We've put actually 50 or over 50 local support bands on all of the shows, and that's something we pride ourselves on doing, and we really love sort of getting out there and checking out local bands, and we feel it's important for us to be able to do that sort of thing with local bands. So come out and support your local bands, support us, support Childbite in the US. They're a great band as well, and the audiences have been absolutely lapping it up. So it's a really great show, and I think this will be one that we'll never forget. This tour, it's going to be I can already feel it's just just been really sort of special. So, I'm really looking forward to getting back down to Victoria when we get there and playing some of the towns in our home state that we're more sort of familiar with, because I think by then it should be a pretty well-oiled machine.
Yeah, awesome. Definitely, and it's always a good time when you come to Ballarat, and we're really looking forward to that. And you did steal my lines because I was going to give out your website addresses. I will say Ugly Produce is out through Nerve Gas.
Yep.
And as you said, it's kingparrot.oztix.com.au to get the tickets for the Regional Rampage tour. And kingparrot.net is the website, and you are King Parrot Band on Facebook.
That's right.
And I'll tell people to go to Child Bite Official on Facebook too and check them out.
Cool.
And their website is childbite.com, so people can go and have a bit of a listen to some of their music if they don't already know them. But I also know how really excited the local bands get when they do get to support King Parrot. So there's 50 plus local bands who are really excited for the March and April and looking forward to the shows. And I know the ones who've already done them have been really excited and impressed.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, no, thank you very much, Kat. We appreciate your support as always, and we look forward to catching up with you next time we're in Ballarat.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it, which is the 25th of April again. And kingparrot.oztix.com.au, go and get those tickets.
Awesome, mate.
Thank you so much. You have a great night.
Thank you, Kat. Have a good one. Thanks again.